Hello, you guys, and welcome to episode 6 of Monster Hunter Dose. Last time, we left off after using a handful of weapons in the training courses. So we're going to use 4 more. Let's see how we do. Let's see, I think the last ones that I used was dual blades, and someone mentioned something to me about the hammer. Apparently the hammer does have a charge in this game. I just completely missed the button. But we're going to go back and take a look. Someone says there's a bookcase in here. Oh, here we go. That should be able to tell me about the oh, okay. Well, hunt knowledge, weapon guide, hammer. Charge blow is R1. Okay, well, I pressed that and nothing happened. So that was really weird. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and try the next set of weapons here. 4 more weapons, and we'll see how that goes. So weapon use, let's see, we left off with dual swords. So we'll do longsword, hunting horn, gun lance, and light bowgun in this episode. Alright, so we'll start with longsword here. Now, longsword I actually do have a little bit of experience with. It's the weapon that I picked up after I used dual blades. You can actually watch that if you take a look at some of my older streams. I went from using dual blades to using longsword and nothing else. So I'm pretty familiar with the longsword, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, just like we did before, pop the rations, and then we don't need to climb this big vine. We'll just run around to Area 7. These controls are messing with me a little bit because I'm also concurrently playing other Monster Hunter games. So I keep, like, even though I've done this many episodes of this game, you'd think I would be used to, like, using the right stick to attack, but I'm actually still not used to that. I keep trying to use it to turn the camera, which is getting pretty difficult to adapt to. Alright, so let's see here. Oh. Alright, Spirit Strike is still on R1. Oop, that's not the right button. Like, why is there a chat in this game? Like, I get that you can go online, but there's an ever-present chat button. You just press the button and you can chat. Even in single player. That's always weird to me. Whoa! Let's see if we can do that again. That was cool. It's always so cool just slicing these monsters in half. I know you can do it in Freedom Unite. I've done it before, but it seems way easier to do in this game. Man, using the right stick to use this attack is very, very weird. So down is your backstab. Why is... Okay. This feels really weird. So, like, pressing left or right does this attack. Wait, hang on. Alright, so that's left on the right stick. That's up on the right stick. That's right on the right stick. Okay, so that's the same as using... Okay. And then down does your back pop. Whoa. Okay, cool. But sometimes pressing right does the back hop? Like, I know my controller's configured correctly here. I don't know what's going on. You press forward after a Spirit Strike to stab. You can backstab. Wow, using the right stick for this is super complicated because it changes the attack contextually, but it also changes Like, you would think that the buttons just sort of map to triangle and circle, but it changes around where they are. And my phone's going off. Ah, I forgot to mute you. Hey, buddy. Listen, I'm so sorry, but you gotta get turned off here. I'm recording. Alright. Alright, well, that's longsword in this game. It's really, really odd. Like, it's really hard to describe exactly why it's wrong. It's weird. Anyway, we'll move on to the next weapon here. Alright, let's see what's the next one. Hunting horn. Okay. Hunting horn is weird. I'm not the biggest user of a hunting horn. I hope it'll actually tell me what my songs are. We'll see. Alright, let's see. Oops. Status, equipment, bone horn? No, I actually don't think it tells me anything about what songs my horn has. Huh, okay. Let's figure this out. Or is it just not allowing me to play songs now? What in the world? What in the world is this weapon? This is completely different than any other Monster Hunter game. Wow! I've used this weapon in Portable Third, and I've used it in Monster Hunter 4, but it is completely different. I never used it in Freedom Unite, so it may not actually be that different from Freedom Unite, but man, that's weird. I might have to do a little bit more investigation into how this weapon works. Like, I was not prepared to do that for this stream. This is not a stream. Again, I keep forgetting. This is video. Right. Yeah, I was not at all prepared for this. I'll have to take a second look at this weapon a little while later, but for now, let's focus on killing these little raptor guys. At least I know how to do attack up, I think. So, you know, I do have attack up. That is still really a satisfying hit, though. Like, pressing R makes you start playing the note, but then... yeah, I have no idea how this weapon works. Maybe if somebody would like to explain it in the comments for me, I could do a little bit better job describing this weapon later, but this is really, really odd. I don't know that I like the way this feels at all. Is that like a little stab with the handle? Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. So, still really confused about this. Like, hitting R plays this note, but I guess you... Alright, so you hit R after certain combos, I guess, and it plays. And I can't make it stop doing this. This is the quest clear screen. Man, that is a really weird weapon. I'm probably about to get even weirder because the next weapon up, I think, is the bowgun. Man, I feel like I'm missing something completely vital with that hunting horn. I feel like I should probably watch a tutorial or something on it. Alright, so it's daytime now, so Hunter Instructor has moved. What did I say the next one was? Hunting horn, gun lance, okay. Gun lance is, I hear, really special too. I mean, all the weapons are obviously very different, right? The gun lance is... Gun lance has some cool features, some explosions. Alright. So we'll see here. Alright, eventually I can take these things out. There we go. Guard, stab, reload is down. Wow. Okay. Alright, so I figured that out. That was not that bad, actually. But, I need to sharpen. I probably don't need to sharpen. But, you know, I like to keep things fresh. Alright. Let's see what damage we can do with this weapon. Probably not a whole lot. It's probably going to be really complicated. But we'll see. In the world was that? Alright. A little bit of a running stab when you press this. Back steps. If you're holding block. Whoa, that was really cool. Let's see if we can do this again. Oh, it looks like there's... I don't know, it kind of looks like there's a heat thing happening. How do you reload again? I just did it. It's a whole block and up or left or... Click the right stick. Looks like you can't do that again while this weapon has... why it's overheated? It's really weird. Huh. How did I reload? That's gonna bother me because I did it perfectly the first time. Oh, okay, so it's hold, block, and press down on the right stick in order to... Okay. I almost wish it was kill 10 Velocidromes, or Velociprey, because just as soon as I'm starting to get used to the weapon, or starting to figure something out, all the Velociprey are dead. And it's time to move on to the next weapon. I mean, obviously, if I'm playing this by myself and I wasn't doing this for a recording or anything, I would probably play it like 2 or 3 times. But that's not what I'm here for. So this next one is something that I've literally never done before. I've never even tinkered with it. Well, no, that's not true. So light bowgun I have played a little bit with. Heavy bowgun is the one that I haven't. So we'll go ahead and do light bowgun here. I did this as an arena quest in Portable Third, and I had people screaming at me in my chat, being like, "Oh my God, I'm a light bowgun main, and this is making me physically experience pain." I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I've never done this before." Alright, so we got Pierce Shot, Paint Shot, Sleep Shot, Stun Shot, Poison Shot, Thunder Flame, Cluster Shot, Frag Shot. Let's go with Pella Shot. Okay, I need to reload this, obviously. How do I do such a thing? Down. Okay. So down reloads. Holding the R button goes into crosshair mode. Okay, so clicking the right stick shoots, looks like. Alright, holding L1 does this free aim. Holding R1 does this. And then left and right don't do anything. Down reloads, and up does the little... Okay, cool. So we figured this much out. Let's get to a place where we can shoot some things. I could shoot the pigs. I don't know if I want to shoot the pigs, though. Clicking the right stick, though, to shoot, that seems like it's way more complicated than it needs to be. Man, controls are just... Like, the PSP controls are fine. Except for the lack of the right stick, right? But... Man, shooting by clicking right stick just seems like a chore. It's like you're gonna wear out your controller. Right, need to reload. How far does this go, though? Like, can I just line up a shot here? This is really hard because this control's not analog. It's actually using the D-pad. Okay, so there... Oh my gosh. So there is a limit on how far the shots can go. Obviously, it's farther than... Okay, so you can use the left stick to look around in this mode. You can't move. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Because if you're in this mode, you have to hold the button down, the left stick moves you around, and then the D-pad moves the crosshair. Obviously, this is not the optimal way of killing things. I just want to see how much damage it does. Not a whole lot. In fact, not a whole lot at all, in fact. I'm actually wondering if you can even kill anything. It probably doesn't do enough damage. I'm just using the flame shot because, you know, it looks cool. It does fire. There's a little bit of auto aim going on there. Okay. So that seems like it could be fun. Right, I need to reload. Oh man, reloading is like the hardest part of this thing. Oh, you can only put one crag shot in at a time? I assume later bowguns can hold more ammo. Because as it sits right now, only being able to hold 1 and 2 shots of an ammo type sounds like a nightmare. Like you're constantly reloading. Alright. Now we'll try heavy bowgun. I don't know how much different heavy bowgun's going to be, but we'll see. I guess this episode's going to run a little bit longer than 20 minutes, but that's okay. I'll do this for you guys. Alright, weapon use. No, either that or, you know what, let's just go ahead and knock him out. Why not? There's no reason to just leave 2 of them for the next episode. Let's just go ahead and do them. It's only going to be another 10 minutes. That's fine. About 5 minutes a weapon. That's perfectly acceptable. I already feel like I'm not running as fast. So, like even without the weapon out. Alright, let's mess with this before. Controls seem to be about the same. I thought there was a back step at some point. Oh well. Alright, so the controls seem to be about the same. But what's the big difference, right? Like, obviously, you're going to be doing way more damage here. The setup time is slower. And you only have a forward roll. Huh. You know, same kind of knock away. Reload by pressing down. The controls seem to be almost identical. I guess it's just the strength of the gun, really. If I'm wrong about that, you know, feel free to let me know in the comments. Looks like the heavy bowgun can hold more ammo. I was just talking about that. It can hold 3 flame shots as opposed to 2. Setup time is longer, and I feel super slow while using it. I wonder, though, if there's a drop-off. Okay, so yeah, there's still a drop-off. Alright, so let's kill these little things. Alright. Controls are still really squirrely. Like, even though I'm using an analog stick, it still feels really squirrely. And not in a good way at all. Again with the reloading thing. Whoa! Like, I don't feel like... I mean, obviously you wouldn't be playing something like this when you're solo, right? I mean, I'm sure some people do. Some people have. But it doesn't feel like the intended use. Feels like, oh, we got a party. We've got a great sword user, a sword and shield user, and two. I got a bow user and a bowgun user. Right? Light bowgun almost feels like you could solo with it, but this thing just feels so much slower that I don't even know that you'd want to do that. Obviously, there's no like quick setup shot or anything like that. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know that that's something that I want to use, but I totally understand it. I mean, probably not like completely understand it. There's probably some people in the comments that are screaming at me like, "Oh my God, you don't know what you're doing!" And I'm like, no, obviously I don't know what I'm doing. You're right, because I'm playing through training to try out these weapons. Bow, on the other hand, is something that I do know, and bow is going to be the next weapon that I'm going to do. You know, bow is actually what I'm playing in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite and Portable Third concurrently. So I'm also trying it out in Monster Hunter Generations, and it seems like a really fun weapon. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. But let's see how it handles here. Someone said something about having to, you know, knock the arrow by using the control stick by pulling it down and then releasing it to shoot. And I'm like, that's okay, I guess. But we'll see. I don't really need to listen to that. I always take these first aid kits because you never know what's going to happen. You know, I could get ambushed really hard. So I'm going to put the power coating on. I think it's draw the bow and then click the right stick to put it on. Right, okay. And then draw back. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. Draw back on the right stick and then release. Holding R1 goes into aim mode, just like it does anywhere else. Okay, cool. And then you put the weapon away. Alright, let's go kill us some Velociprey. I like that this this translation changed it into power oil instead of power coating. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Seems like that's something they should have gone with. Calling it an oil seems just so cool. You can walk around while charging. Yes, you can. Alright, so first charge, just in one arrow. That's probably a pierce arrow. And then that's a rapid. Okay, cool. Yeah. This is okay. This is way better than clicking the right stick to shoot. If you were a bowgun user, your right stick would just be murdered. Like, I see what they were going for. Oh my goodness, come on. I'm really not doing myself any favors here. Yeah, bow feels alright in this game. Like, left and right on the right stick don't do anything. And then down fires. Up swings. Right trigger goes into aiming mode. Okay. Yeah, bow feels fine. I wouldn't have thought that regular bow would have been okay. Actually, no. I want to put these coatings in my bag. It's only 3 of them, but whatever. Might need them later. You never know. Maybe I'll go with bow in this game too. We'll see. Depends on how long I'm actually going to play it. So, with that said, that is all of the weapon training. I'm going to go ahead and save. And I think that's probably going to be about the episode today. It ran a little bit long. Oops, dropped my controller there. It ran a little bit long today because I wanted to go ahead and just knock out all the weapons. But overall, it seems like it was a pretty decent success. Bowgun is still absolutely baffling to me. But yeah, next episode is going to be something a little bit different. As opposed to, trying out the weapons and all that. I'll go on some missions, kill some monsters. You'll take a look and see what we can do. Anyway, if you like the content, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel so you can see when I go live next time or when I upload a video. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. If you have any questions or anything like that, remember I'm recording these daily as opposed to doing them in bulk so I can read you guys' comments and adjust for the next video. Alright guys, thanks for coming. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you around. Have a great day.